When do you stop working with demons? Shall we talk about this? Shall we?
Want some more money, wanna have a big brain, wanna be smart like an intellectual. Want all my friends to be bisexual. Want my heart to stop being cold and cruel. And I wish I was the pretty girl in high school, but I'm none of that, so I'm just gonna let it all go.
Let's talk about this subject. When does a magician, a black sorcerer, stop working with the infernal, demonic forces? Do you stop? When do you stop? Well, the answer is when you want to have a normal life. Well, that's the truth. Yeah, when you want things to have order in your life, that's where the balance comes. When you're only invoking forces of destruction, your life is not going to be lollipops and rainbows. This is a path of self-illumination and alchemy of the soul. So you're going to go through things, and things are going to be stirred up on you, within you. These forces are going to bring things up so you can confront them and do the soul alchemy to do the transformation. And it gets hard and it gets deep because you're always refining your soul. That's why it's encouraged to take a break. Take a fucking year off. Get some balance, get some order, let your magic manifest. Work with creative spirits. And if you can, do both. you know. But I found in my practice that when I stop and I just allow things and I let go and I forget and give it time. Well, I don't even have to give it time. As soon as I actually really let it go, everything starts to flood through. That's when I know, okay, I'm going to give it some time and I'm going to enjoy my fruits of my labor. Then it calls you back. It will always call you back because you still have work to do. It's a cycle. You can enjoy your fruits of your labor, but be prepared to go through shit again, to enjoy it again, and to do it again, and to do it again, and to do it again. Now, the black sun. I want to talk about the black sun. There's many things associated with the black sun, many different gods that rule over the black sun. There's many different currents that you can infuse yourself in with understanding what the black sun is. My understanding through working with the Devas and Ariman, which I'm done with right now because they put me through hell. Not only, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. When you work with the black sun, I had questions. I had questions about destroying this reality's fake light spectrum and trying to understand how can you destroy energy. And truthfully, you can't. You can only transform it. And that's what the black sun does. Fuck, this can be hard. Hold on. I haven't talked in a couple days because of a cold bit. So, for instance, you got Ariman, who's represented as the black sun. In the clip path, you got Belphegor. Many say Lucifer is the black sun. You have many dark entities that rule the black sun. Through my workings with Ariman and through my workings with the clip path and trying to understand exactly how to utilize the knowledge and not just to understand it, but actually really comprehend it and put it into my practice. The black sun, when you immerse yourself into the black sun, especially working, well, how Ariman explained it to me was first I had to go through a very a really dark night of the soul, ego, like just death of myself. I actually wanted to you'll get to the point when you work with certain entities. This is why this is no joke. Working with Druj Nasu, who's the goddess of death and decay, working with the dead, it when you're really immersed in that current, you're gonna want to die. It's like, it's very weird. It, it it stirs up suicidal thoughts, and if you're not strong enough to understand what's going on, this is where a lot of people can actually follow through with it. When I get to that point, there are times where I want to reach out, which I should, but I don't trust anybody, and that's something I have a problem with. I really don't trust anybody with my personal problems. But that is something that I do go through when I work with the death current and I work with death energy, is the wanting to get out of here, and there's the suicidal thoughts. But I'm still here, and I passed it, and I went through the initiation, and I came out appreciating and being grateful for certain things in life. Soul alchemy, once again. So after you go through things like this, you're going to learn how to utilize the black sun. Through meditations, bringing down the rays of the black sun. The black sun is a representation of absorbing energy, the light, the false light, the matrix light. And instead of summoning things to your life, you know, like let's say you want a car and you do a spell and you're trying to bring it from this reality. No, when you work with the black sun, you're going to take the energy, like vampiric energy is very powerful. You will learn how to create a vortex of darkness within you, become the black sun, devour the light, and then you're going to compel and create your own manifestations through the black sun. Not even a black hole in the universe. They now have seen light come out of a black hole, when they always thought that the black hole just sucks everything out in and destroys it. But they've captured light coming out of it, meaning there's something coming out of it. Energy can't be destroyed. It can only be transferred and transformed. So that's what these entities are teaching us, is how to transform what is here and absorb it, transform it, and push it out into the reality. Has it worked? Yes, it's worked for me. And but also is a huge part is letting go. You have to let go to allow this to happen. If you hold on to things like emotional attachments, it's not going to work, because you're holding on to the things in the matrix. You're holding on to falseness, and we're wanting to be not part of this, right? There's also something else I want to talk about. The black sun, the rays. I suggest that you work with all of the rulers who rule over the black sun, to truly understand how to work with the emissaries and how to absorb light. It takes time. It's not something you can just do overnight. It's a skill. There's initiations in it. You have to go through emotional shit, because what you're about to absorb, you have to understand how to transmute it. I wanted to talk about something else. And also, what really works too when you're doing this is fasting. I fasted for 3 days, and this is the longest I've ever done. It was crazy, but I was angry. I used my anger to fuel my fasting, and this is when I was going through my dark times. Not too long ago, like only a couple weeks ago, guys. It was only a couple of weeks ago. I was so angry. I fasted for 3 days. And within that 3 days, I was able to go so deep into the black sun and do what I needed to do, and I came out okay. I had it in my mind what I was about to say, and I just lost it. Hold on. The black sun. Fuck, that's so annoying. Okay, so hold on, I gotta think what else I was gonna talk about, which is really annoying, so I'm just gonna continue and hopefully it comes through. When you go through true darkness and you're challenged with yourselves and your fears, which these demons are going to do, they're not. People don't understand that these forces are not like your buddies. They're not like. They have this misconstrued so much because they're here to help your soul evolve by kicking you in your ass, by making you face your fears. Some people make it, some people don't. However, depending, what I am being shown is however far you're getting in this life, in your next life, you will still have those qualities that you successfully did in this life. You know how some people are just better at facing and dealing with problems without anything. They're stronger in this area. It's because they've done work in their past lives. So it is important that you do certain things so you, in your next life, won't have the same challenges. And that's the evolution, the soul evolution process. I was visited by these 4 alien beings that had yellow and black suits with a weird symbol, and I couldn't see their face, it was distorted. But the only thing that was coming to my mind was Intergalactical Confederation of something. I have no fucking clue what they wanted. They brought me into a weird realm. It was all white and they were there. I tried to communicate with them, but they were not communicating back with me. If anybody has ever communicated with these, please tell me what the fuck they were and who they are. But they were not spirits per se. They were definitely interdimensional, they were some kind of alien race for sure. It's very difficult road working with the dark side of life. It takes a certain person with a certain character who really understands that your evolution of your soul is more important than getting stuck in the mundane realm, which is good sometimes to take a break and go back into the real world and relax a little bit because we need it. Your life is not going to be... I just don't believe when some people... It's not... You need a balance. You need creation and destruction. You need the balance. It was really rough, to be honest with you. I had a rough last couple of weeks. But through that, I found out more about myself and my soul, and proud of myself getting through that shit, because that was heavy shit. The devas will put you through heavy shit because they control, they represent the darkest aspects of humanity. Okay? And it is up to the individual to go through it and process it without reacting it. Oh, I want to show you this clip. I don't know if you guys remember Terrence Howard. I don't know how the hell he became this guy, but he's figuring out math on a different scale and understanding that they've lied to us about things, about multiplication. Take a look.
1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right? Because you know how I figured it out? What's 1 times 1?
1 times 1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right?
Yes.
Increase in number,
Yes.
multiply.
Yes.
How can 1 times 1 equaling 1 be part of the multiplication table? It fails to satisfy the term multiply. It doesn't multiply. Does it? What's an action times an action?
You got some weed.
No, I'm asking you. Honestly, I'm asking you. Reason.
What are we doing here?
Reason. I want you to reason.
I don't know.
What's an action times an action? A reaction. Right? Have you
Okay.
ever seen an action times an action without a reaction? Have you? No. Because equanimity is the currency of the universe. There's always an action times an action having a reaction. So how can 1 times 1 equal 1? How can A times B just be A and not B? What happened to conservation
Terrence,
of
these
energy?
are late night conversations.
These
bro.
are no. These
Yeah,
are.
they are.
This is the beginning of our understanding. It should fit. What kind of calculator you got? What kind of phone you got?
It's an iPhone.
Okay, go to your calculator.
Whatever the new.
No, go to your
Okay.
calculator. Go to your calculator.
All right. Go to calculator.
Go to your calculator.
Yeah,
you
I got
do
you.
too. You got iPhone?
What are we doing?
I want both of y'all to do 2 separate things. I want to do the same thing to start with. Turn it to the side.
Okay.
All right. Now I want you to both hit the number 2. Did the whole calculator show up?
Hit number what?
Hit the number 2.
Number
2.
2.
Go to the square root. It is the second column from the left, 3rd row. It'll have that squiggly
Yeah.
thing.
All right.
You get
1.4.
1.414213563730995.
Holy
now
crap.
I want you two to do 2 separate things now. 2 separate things. I want you to multiply it by 2, hit times 2, equal, don't you do it.
Okay.
And I want you to hit x to the 3rd. X to the 3rd, it's going to be... the
Times
3rd.
3?
No, x to the 3rd.
Oh, X. Oh, okay. I see it.
X to the 3rd.
Yeah, I got you. All right. 1.1.
No, you didn't hit x to the 3rd.
Yes, I did.
If you hit x to the 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
So
I
go
did
back
not.
again.
Okay,
You
so
keep
now
yours where you are.
Yeah, I'm
2,
good.
2
square root,
square root.
and hit x to the 3rd.
All right, 2.82.
2.828, 4271, 2174, 6190. The same value you got
Yeah.
by multiplying it by 2.
Yeah.
And he just cubed it. Divide it by 2 again. Both of y'all. Divide
Divide
by 2.
it by 2.
No, divide by 2. Hit equal. Now, cube it again. Hit x to the 3rd.
Yeah.
You see that loop?
Yeah.
That's saying x cubed is equal to 2x, which is equal to x plus x. That's an unnatural equation. That's a mathematical fallacy. And that's the beginning of your math. That's how I invented tangential flight, because your math, someone programmed that lie in there and lied to you and everyone, and all your fundamentals are off.
Okay, see? If he can figure that out, we know this shit's fucked up. There's fucked up shit. It's not true. There's so many lies. There's so many deceptives. There's so much falseness in this realm. It's crazy. It's just absolutely bonkers. It makes sense what he says. How can you not divide 1? How can 1 times 1 be 1 if it means to multiply it? It doesn't make sense. But he's figuring shit out. And, yeah. So that's just quickly what I wanted to say. Do not think that you are betraying anything. Oh, this is what I wanted to say finally. All right. There's a way, and this is what Michael Ford talks about. And I understood this, but I didn't really understand it to this level until I was working with Ariman. I was working with them. I asked many questions, and this is what they said. You cannot, the best results in magic is putting on the mask. Because you cannot command an entity to do something, but you can become that entity and do it. So there's a way around it where you're not being disrespectful and you're actually becoming that entity, doing your work, and then letting it go. Okay? And there's possession work too. Becoming possessed with the spirit, doing your work, and then letting it go. If you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. That's why you develop those skills slowly. But that is the best results. And that's what Michael Ford talks about, putting on the mask. It's you actually become Ahriman. You become Satan. You become Lucifer. You become Lilith. And you fucking deal with the shit you need to deal with. And then you let it go. Not only does the spirit get to live through you in the physical realm, you're honoring that spirit and you're becoming that spirit in that time. You're learning how to be something at the right moment, at the right time, and you're controlling it without disrespecting it. That's what I wanted to say. That is the most powerful way to practice high magic. Absolutely. Instead of asking them to do things for you, allow yourself to become one with them and do it together. Since I've let go of everything, I have things flying at me. I have people messaging me that I haven't talked to in a long time wanting to meet up with me. I have, like, I have a lot, like, it's almost like I don't know. People just want to be around me. People want to see me. People try to hit on me all the time now. Like, I'm very shy when I'm out in public. I don't like attention, but I've noticed since I've done this work, fucking guys and girls are like trying to hit on me all the time. But anyways, yeah, take a break or you will be consumed and you will forget how to live. You don't want to be completely fucked up and go insane, okay? You don't want to be that. You want to be a person that holds integrity and self-discipline. And these entities will teach you that, but you also need to know when to let go, back off, and just fucking breathe and bring in harmony. Anyways, I hope everybody has a great fucking New Year. 23 was rough for me. Excuse me. 2024. Who fucking knows? Anyways, that's all I gotta say.